Welcome back to the Deep Dive. Today, we're plunging into the fascinating, really multifaceted career of an artist who has truly defied the odds.
He really has.
Navigating that incredibly complex journey, from child star to, well, global pop sensation. We're talking about Sabrina Carpenter, an artist who has genuinely grown up right in front of us in the public eye, yet somehow maintained this astonishing level of artistic control and evolution.
Yeah, it's pretty remarkable.
We've seen her journey unfold, right, from those like unearthed early dance videos and breakout TV roles to her current chart-topping hits and even, critically acclaimed dramatic acting performances.
It's quite the range.
It really is. It's a professional path that honestly few manage to make, let alone make so successfully and seamlessly across so many different phases.
Absolutely.
Okay, let's unpack this. How does someone not just survive that, but actually thrive and continuously reinvent themselves across such, well, diverse artistic mediums?
Oh, it's such an incredible story, right? And that's really what we're trying to do here, to sort of trace that evolution, how she developed artistically, and find those little nuggets, those bits of knowledge hidden in all the different stuff she's done, her whole portfolio. We want to understand what makes her such a compelling, resilient, and, well, enduring figure in today's entertainment landscape, which is notoriously fickle, let's be honest.
Totally.
And to do that, we'll be drawing directly from a whole range of sources today. We're talking everything from those surprisingly foundational TikTok uploads.
Right, the viral stuff.
Exactly. And insightful lyric videos to, powerful live performances and some really raw, deeply dramatic acting clips, too.
Wow, okay.
What's truly fascinating here, I think, is how her work, like right from the very beginning, lays this meticulous, almost you could say, prophetic foundation for the multifaceted artist we see today. We'll explore the why behind her impact, dissecting the threads that connect those earliest experiences to her current, well, stratospheric success.
I'm already hooked. It's one thing to have a long career, sure, but to transition so smoothly and consistently level up across different mediums, that's the part that genuinely stands out to me.
Right, impressive.
It speaks to an underlying talent that was always there, just, waiting for the right moment and the right platform to shine. So let's begin at what's now become this kind of viral sensation. Her earliest public digital footprint.
Indeed. And it's always a genuine treat, isn't it, when we uncover these early glimpses of a performer, especially when they reveal that kind of latent talent.
Yeah, before they were famous.
Yeah, exactly. Our sources include a specific TikTok upload. It's titled 11-year-old Sabrina Carpenter in Just Dance Kids 2, and it's definitively confirmed by another source, Sabrina Carpenter's debut in Just Dance Kids 2, that this was in fact her very first publicly recognized appearance.
Wow, her first one.
Seems like it, yeah. It's truly a foundational, almost accidental moment in how her public identity formed. Something that has now, decades later, resurfaced with this incredible virality.
I remember seeing that clip. It's this incredibly energetic 11-year-old Sabrina, right? Dressed in this distinctive, almost neon bright outfit.
Yeah, you can't miss it.
Just completely owning the dance moves on screen. So what makes it so compelling now, beyond just the, the nostalgic charm,
right,
is the reaction today in the TikTok comments. People are just floored by the discovery. You see comments like, I never knew it was her, and the sheer disbelief of, this was hair.
Yeah, the all caps.
Totally. Someone even wrote, the digital footprint is insane, which really makes you think, right? How every casual moment from childhood can now be preserved and just pop up years later.
It's kind of wild.
And my personal favorite comment, so this is where she gets her stage presence from, it's like this collective aha moment for so many fans, connecting the dots.
That last comment really highlights something profoundly important, I think, about an artist's trajectory. It suggests this continuous thread in her performative identity,
right,
linking that seemingly innocent childhood moment, just playing a game, to her current prowess as this captivating live performer.
So it wasn't just fun. Maybe it was like actual practice.
Well, it's almost as if this early exposure to performance, even in a casual setting like Just Dance Kids, inadvertently trained her in some fundamental ways. Think about it.
Yeah.
The precise timing needed for those dance moves, that translates directly to hitting marks on a stage or synchronizing with complex choreography in a music video later on.
Okay, I see that.
And beyond just rhythm, it likely taught her how to sort of project an emotion through movement, how to maintain a persona even when it's playing around, and how to perform for a camera,
Yeah.
Understanding angles, expressing joy through motion.
Basic building blocks.
Exactly. Foundational skills for any visual artist, especially a pop star. It's a remarkable example of how early, seemingly trivial experiences can, when you look back, be seen as these significant stepping stones, things that shape a person's whole path, and maybe even define their core performance style.
It makes you wonder, doesn't it? The whole idea of a digital footprint is particularly fascinating and maybe a bit daunting for someone who started their public life so young.
Definitely.
For most of us, it's just, embarrassing old photos.
Yeah.
But for a child star like Sabrina, it becomes this constantly accessible, almost living archive. Every awkward phase, every innocent moment,
It's all out there.
immortalized. And it can be endlessly re-examined, reshared, even recontextualized years later. That makes forming your identity under that kind of constant public gaze uniquely challenging, potentially fraught with future scrutiny.
It's a lot of pressure.
How much do those early, unfiltered experiences, whether it's dancing in a video game or, singing for family, truly shape the adults we become and the careers we pursue? It's not just about what she did back then, but how that very act of performing for any audience was laying groundwork for the performer she'd become.
Precisely. And from dancing in a game, sort of mastering those foundational elements of physical performance for the camera, she very quickly stepped into the broader spotlight with her acting career.
Right.
That's where the emotional and narrative aspects of performance really took center stage. Her breakout role, as our source, Sabrina Carpenter, breakout on Girl Meets World, confirms, was playing Maya Hart on the Disney Channel show Girl Meets World.
Oh, yes, Maya Hart.
And this wasn't just any role, right? Maya was a character that really let Sabrina flex her dramatic and comedic muscles. She showed a depth that was pretty impressive for her age.
Oh, Maya Hart. What an absolutely iconic character for a whole generation. Our source, that video compilation, Maya Hart, Badass 1080, paints such a vivid picture.
It really does.
Maya was the rebellious one, witty, fiercely loyal best friend to Riley. She had this incredible sass, always questioning authority, challenging norms.
Always pushing back a bit.
Totally. I mean, remember lines like, "Hey, Friar, you as tough as everyone thinks you are." Or her insisting, "I'd like you to call me Mad Dog."
Yeah.
And then there's that wonderfully understated, but perfectly timed, that lamb that Mary had when someone tries to paint her as innocent.
Perfect delivery.
She played this character who was constantly grappling with identity, often questioning the very nature of good and bad. Like when she asks, what good is being bad if there's no other kind of people around?
That's pretty depth for a kid's show.
It really was. A nuanced portrayal for a young actress on Disney, giving her so much room to explore complex emotions.
And it wasn't just the wit and the comedy, was it? The clips also show her incredible ability to portray really complex, defiant emotions. That's a rare talent at that age. There's that particularly dramatic confrontation scene. She delivers this powerful, almost chilling line. Let me make something real clear to you right now. My life is none of your business. You have no right to talk to me like that. You have no right to talk to me at all. Take this hammer from me and prove it.
Whoa.
Intense.
Right. Playing a character like Maya, someone who questions the status quo, grapples with her identity, assertively sets boundaries, that must have been a crucible for a young performer.
Like trial by fire, almost.
Kind of.
Huh?
By embodying Maya's confidence and rebellious spirit, she was, in a way, rehearsing for her own future public life. That same defiant energy, that articulation of boundaries, it directly echoes in Sabrina's later music.
Oh, interesting. Where?
Think about songs like Please, 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 when she warns, heartbreak is one thing, my ego's another, I beg you don't embarrass me,
Yes, that directness.
Exactly. It's remarkable evolution,
Yeah.
A character's assertiveness transforming into a real artist's self-protection and self-expression. That's a fascinating link, isn't it? It's like her acting roles weren't just jobs. They were these intense training sessions in emotional range and maybe public persona management.
Could be.
That ability to stand her ground and articulate strong emotions, even the uncomfortable ones, it definitely translates powerfully into her music and her public resilience now. And she wasn't just sticking to TV, right? Her versatility soon took her into feature films. Sabrina Carpenter, Adventures in Babysitting 2016, highlights that as a pretty significant step.
That's absolutely right. And the rap battle of the babysitters clip from that movie, It perfectly illustrates her expanding versatility and how comfortable she was blending different artistic disciplines.
Rap battle, yes.
Her character, Jenny Parker, gets challenged to rap. And despite her initial kind of charming reluctance, she absolutely nails it.
She does.
She starts with this earnest, almost polite delivery. Hello, my name is Jenny Parker, and these kids are my crew. We're in a lot of trouble, and I'm not sure what to do. It's such an unexpected moment, and she delivers it with perfect comedic timing.
But then it just escalates into this high-energy, incredibly clever rundown of their whole chaotic situation.
Holy.
She raps about all the mayhem. Lola lied to the parents she's been a real witch. Kids snuck out. The kitchen caught fire. The car got towed, all because she's a liar.
Oh.
It's genuinely hilarious, like a fast-paced disaster report delivered with sharp wit.
And then she brings it home with this determined resolve, remember? But no matter what, I won't be a quitter. I can care for these kids because I'm the baby bitter.
The baby bitter.
Good.
It's such a clever way to blend her singing, rapping, acting talents. It showcases her rhythm, her lyrical dexterity, and her ability to deliver humor under pressure. Really fun scene.
Precisely. This role doesn't just showcase her sharp comedic timing, but also her capacity to portray determination and, perseverance within a high-stakes, albeit fictional, scenario.
Right.
It was a clear foreshadowing of her musical path, showing an early comfort with integrating vocal performance, even rap, into her acting.
And her acting career kept evolving, showing this really impressive range across different mediums.
It did. Our sources note she even landed a Broadway role in Mean Girls back in 2020.
Playing Katie Heron, right?
The lead? Yeah, exactly. And that's according to Sabrina Carpenter's Mean Girls Broadway role. Now, that wasn't just another credit on the resume. Performing 8 shows a week on Broadway, that demands incredible vocal stamina, character consistency, and that immediate direct audience connection.
Totally different beast than film or TV.
Completely. And those skills are profoundly transferable, invaluable, really, to the rigorous demands of a pop tour.
Okay, and then there's this other clip, which is such a stark contrast to everything else we've discussed so far. It really highlights her dramatic capabilities.
You mean the Law and Order clip?
Yeah, the source, ssv.net, guest star Sabrina Carpenter, young victim, talks to Stabler 1080p.mp4. It shows her in a guest role as a young victim, Paula, talking to Detective Stabler. And this scene is just incredibly intense, vulnerable, zero humor or sass.
It is, and it's a real testament to her inherent talent, I think. In that clip, she delivers lines like, "He said people would test me to try to trick me into telling, and if you told anyone, he would hurt you. Me and Daddy."
Chilling.
Right. And she later mentions finding a letter under her pillow from people who call themselves Coventry. This isn't the playful pop star or the sassy teen from Disney. It's a raw, emotionally exposed performance portraying trauma, fear, and this deep sense of vulnerability.
So different.
This dramatic role, so vastly different from her other early work, truly showcases an unexpected depth and range in her acting from a very young age. It hints at this innate ability to convey complex, serious, deeply poignant emotions. Emotions that would later find their way into the more vulnerable and resonant aspects of her music, giving her a kind of credibility that, frankly, few pop artists possess.
So if you trace it back, dancing in a video game, subtly mastering physicality for the camera, then portraying a tough but vulnerable teen on a hit show, then a quick-witted comedic rapper in a film, and finally, a traumatized young victim in a really serious role.
Quite the path.
Her acting career alone demonstrates an incredible foundation in performance, emotional expression, audience connection. It's a remarkable journey of skill acquisition and emotional range before we even really hit her music career full throttle.
That's a crucial distinction, actually, and it's important to differentiate her very first original song from her first publicly available song cover.
Okay, good point.
According to Sabrina Carpenter's debut single, her official debut original single was "Can't Blame a Girl for Trying."
Right, remember that one.
However, Sabrina Carpenter, A Swift Start, tells us her first song cover posted online was none other than Taylor Swift's Picture to Burn.
No way. Okay, that's fascinating, especially given, their later friendship and professional collaboration. We definitely have to get into that.
And we will.
But let's start with her official debut single. Can't Blame a Girl for Trying. The official video source gives us a genuine look at her early lyrical style and what she was writing about. She sings lines like, "I'm young and I'm dumb. I do stupid things when it comes to love. And even if I always end up crying, oh, you can't blame a girl for trying."
Right. Very honest.
It immediately sets this theme of youthful vulnerability, doesn't it? an endearing self-awareness, and this charming willingness to embrace imperfection and emotional honesty right from the start of her music journey. A very relatable sentiment for her young audience back then.
It's almost like a preemptive declaration, you know? Like, I'm going to be open about my experiences, even the messy ones, and establishes that foundation of authenticity early on.
Yeah.
And then, diving into that Picture to Burn cover, the clip we have is incredibly telling about her early instincts.
How so?
Well, she introduces it herself with this genuine, almost shy charm. Hi, I'm Sabrina, and somebody told me that they'd love to hear me sing the song, so I'm going to sing Picture to Burn. Hope you like it.
Ah, cute.
Yeah. Then she launches into this rendition with undeniable youthful energy and a definite hint of sass even then. Lines like, as far as I'm concerned, you're just another picture to burn. There's a time for tears, just sitting here flinging my revenge.
Uh-huh. Flinging revenge.
Right. It really showcases that early, feisty spirit and an unexpected maturity in her vocal delivery, especially for someone so young.
The choice of a Taylor Swift cover as one of her very first public musical acts. It's more than just a fun fact, isn't it? Feels quite significant, almost prescient looking back.
How do you mean?
Well, it shows that early affinity for narrative-driven pop storytelling, right? A clear connection to a major musical figure. And maybe even like an unconscious alignment with the kind of confessional experience-based songwriting that Swift is famous for.
That's a really good point. Like she instinctively gravitated towards that style.
Yeah. A style that prioritizes lyrical honesty and emotional depth, even if it was just a cover at that point. It hints at the kind of artist she maybe wanted to be, even before her own songwriting really blossomed.
It really does. And if you consider these early songs together, they actually set the stage quite effectively for her later, more complex themes.
Okay.
Can't Blame a Girl for Trying introduces the vulnerability, the learning curve of relationships, laying groundwork for that emotional honesty. While the Picture to Burn cover, even though it's a cover, hints at self-assertion, reclaiming your narrative after heartbreak, and that touch of defiance.
Gotcha.
The lyrical content, even in these really formative works, shows this consistent exploration of emotion, relationships, identity, right from the very start of her music career. It's not just a random collection of songs, it feels like the beginning of a cohesive artistic journey where each piece subtly informs the next.
You can truly see the seeds being planted, can't you? The seeds of the confident, emotionally intelligent, and ultimately fearless artist she'd become. It's a remarkable through line in her early career.
Absolutely.
Now, let's fast forward a bit and see how those themes evolved and really intensified as she rose to global pop stardom.
Okay, yeah. This is where we witness a truly fascinating and honestly often exhilarating progression in her lyrical themes, especially around love, infatuation, heartbreak.
Right.
It's a journey that mirrors her own growth, moving from that playful sweetness and innocence to sharp-edged sass, profound introspection, even dark humor, all while gaining this undeniable confidence in her voice and perspective.
Absolutely. Let's trace that evolution, starting with the lighter side. Bed Chem, right? That official lyric video is a perfect snapshot of playful, early infatuation.
Totally. Light and airy.
It really is. It focuses on that initial spark, that connection in the digital age. She sings, "You friended me up so we could connect, and what are the odds? You sent me a text. I bet we have really good chem."
Modern romance.
And this specific detail, cute boy with the white jacket and the thick accent, it really grounds it in those modern dating rituals. It emphasizes that immediate, almost whimsical attraction, the simple joy of a new crush. Very innocent, very hopeful, still kind of in that can't blame a girl for trying vibe.
It's the quintessential giddy butterflies in your stomach stage, isn't it?
Yeah.
And then Nonsense, the official video for that one, takes that playful infatuation and just cranks it up to an even more chaotic, uninhibited level.
Oh, totally. Nonsense is pure chaos in the best way.
Right. The lyrics, "My tongue goes numb, sounds like blah, blah, blah. It's about you and me. I'll be honest. Looking at you got me thinking nonsense." Perfectly capture that overwhelming, delightful, and yeah, nonsensical feeling of being utterly smitten. Like you can't even think straight.
Exactly.
And what's also brilliant in that video is the meta commentary at the end, where she playfully says, "That one's not going to make it good. Most of these aren't going to make."
I love that bit.
It shows such charming self-awareness and humor about her own creative process and maybe the often absurd nature of love songs themselves.
Yeah.
It's playful, but it also shows this subtle, knowing control of her narrative.
That self-awareness is truly key to her appeal, isn't it? She lets you in on the joke. But then, as her music evolves, so does the emotional complexity. especially when relationships get a bit more, well, complicated, a bit more real.
Definitely.
Please, please, please. The video for that one is a perfect example of this significant shift. It's less about the initial giddiness and more about this, like, anxious, almost preemptive plea for good behavior in a relationship.
Yeah, it's got an edge to it.
Totally. She sings, please, please, please don't prove I'm right. I know I have good judgment. I know I have good taste. It's funny, and it's ironic that only I feel that way.
There's a real sense of self-protection here, right? A fear of being let down, or maybe even worse, publicly embarrassed.
And that song escalates, doesn't it? It takes a very distinct, blunt turn, which is part of its genius.
Oh, yeah.
You get to the now iconic, undeniably direct line, heartbreak is one thing, my ego's another. I beg you, don't embarrass me,
Boom. There it is.
Right. This is a far cry from the young girl who can't be blamed for trying. This is an artist who has moved towards much more assertive, even aggressive, and profoundly self-protective themes in her lyrics. It really is.
It's this remarkable blend of vulnerability, that desperate plea to avoid embarrassment and bluntness, the expletive, that speaks to a more mature, maybe more jaded, and ultimately more authentic understanding of relationships and self-worth, especially in the public eye. It echoes that defiant spirit we saw in Maya Hart, now fully expressed in her own music.
It's fantastic how she injects that raw, unvarnished honesty into her work. She refuses to sugarcoat the messiness of emotions.
Yeah, she doesn't shy away.
And then perhaps the edgiest exploration of relationships, certainly post-breakup, comes with Taste, the official video for that. Wow.
Okay, yeah, taste goes there.
It really does. This track delves into much darker, almost possessive, quite unsettling themes that can emerge after a split. The lyrics are incredibly vivid and frankly a bit chilling.
Like what?
Like, rockabye baby snug in your bed. Right now you are sleeping and soon you'll be dead.
Ooh.
I leave quite an impression.
Whoa, okay. Dark.
And then the chillingly possessive line, you'll just have to taste me when he's kissing you. It's dark, it's vengeful, and it's completely captivating.
This really pushes the boundaries of her lyrical expression, doesn't it? Her willingness to inhabit those darker emotional spaces.
Totally.
And the post-song comments you hear in the video, where you hear voices saying, lots of trauma, very insecure, you killed me.
Yes, that adds to it too.
It adds to that dark, self-aware, and often humorous tone she's cultivated. It's a significant departure from the sweet infatuation we heard earlier, showcasing a remarkable range of emotional exploration.
Huge range.
This whole progression in her songwriting, moving from innocent crushes to more complex, even edgy and slightly unhinged expressions of desire, jealousy, self-preservation, it truly showcases her growth. As a lyricist, as an artist. She's gone from someone who feels like she can't be blamed for trying to an artist who unapologetically owns her emotions, even the messy, uncomfortable, and frankly a bit terrifying ones.
And what's truly fascinating here is how her willingness to explore such a wide and often contradictory range of emotional states in her music resonates so powerfully with a contemporary audience.
Right. People connect with that.
People are looking for authenticity, for artists who aren't afraid to show all the sides of human emotion, the giddy, the anxious, the heartbroken, even the vengeful. And Sabrina Carpenter certainly delivers on that front. It's not just catchy melodies, it's this raw, uncensored journey through the complex emotional landscape of modern relationships.
And building on that, how her lyrics reveal that progression from, say, innocent crushes to fierce self-assertion. We also see this parallel, powerful evolution in her stage presence and her public persona.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Her music increasingly reflects an artist who is fully embracing her power, her charm, her undeniable magnetism.
You see it so clearly in songs like Looking at Me, right?
Yeah.
The audio-only source we have for that. This track is less about a relationship and more about a direct assertion of her magnetism, almost a playful declaration of her burgeoning star power.
It's very confident.
Incredibly. She sings, if you think they're looking at you, they're looking at me, which is a bold statement.
It is.
And then, I can make it nice and easy, I'm going to take the lead. This isn't reacting to a situation. It's proactively owning her space, demanding attention, confidently taking control. It's a statement of undeniable, almost gravitational presence.
She's not just hoping you'll notice her. She knows you will.
Exactly.
It's a bold and remarkably confident shift, yeah. A declaration of self-awareness about her own appeal. And then, of course, we arrive at her current pop prowess, perfectly encapsulated by Espresso.
Espresso, the song of the summer.
Right. The live SNL performance video we have. This song, with its breezy confidence and irresistible hook, It just embodies her peak confidence and current pop stardom.
Totally.
Listen to those memorable lines that just drip with playful swagger. Now you're thinking about me every night. Is it that sweet? I guess so.
Love that line.
And the cheeky, almost dismissive, too bad your ex don't do it for you, walk and drink it for you, soft skin and eye perfume there. It's pure, unadulterated swagger wrapped in this perfectly crafted, effortlessly cool pop package.
And the fact that we have that live performance from Saturday Night Live confirmed by the sources isn't just about the song's success, is it?
No, it's bigger than that.
It signifies a major, undeniable milestone in her career. SNL is the stage, right, for artists who have truly arrived in the mainstream.
Absolutely.
And her performance of Espresso there, so vibrant and utterly assured, it just solidified her status as a global pop sensation. It's a moment that says, I'm here, I'm undeniably talented, and I'm not going anywhere.
Absolutely. These songs, particularly Looking at Me and Espresso, they collectively paint this comprehensive picture of an artist who has fully embraced her power, her charm, her magnetic pull, both lyrically and through her commanding stage presence. And if you think back to that just Dance Kids video, the 11-year-old with that inherent unpolished stage presence.
Right, where we started.
The progression from that raw energy to her Espresso SNL performance illustrates this deliberate, refined, and incredibly successful cultivation of her performance identity. She knows exactly who she is, what she wants to convey, and precisely how to deliver it with maximum impact.
Yeah.
That childhood spark has been honed into a brilliant flame.
It's truly incredible to witness that evolution from an almost accidental performer to this global phenomenon who owns every inch of the stage. And for you, our listener, it's worth considering. How does an artist's palpable confidence translate into their performance? Why do audiences connect so strongly with that self-assuredness, that certainty of presence? It's not just about the music. It's about the conviction and the undeniable charisma behind it. Absolutely. And speaking of connections, there's one significant relationship that has undeniably shaped her career in recent years, propelling her to even greater heights.
Ah, yes, the Taylor Swift connection. This is a relationship that has truly come full circle in the most remarkable, almost fairy tale way. It demonstrates the power of mentorship and, mutual artistic admiration.
It really does.
Our sources explicitly state that Sabrina Carpenter and Taylor Swift are friends. Swift and Carpenter's friendship confirms that, and it's a bond that has clearly transcended just being acquaintances to become a significant professional partnership.
It's more than just a casual friendship, though, isn't it? It's this beautifully woven narrative arc. We talked earlier about her very first song cover being Taylor Swift's Picture to Burn when she was just a kid.
Right, that early connection.
That's already a cool anecdote and neat bit of trivia.
Yeah.
But then you look at the TikTok comment from user Danis about Sabrina opening for Taylor on the Eras Tour, a global phenomenon of unprecedented scale.
Massive tour.
And then another TikTok upload surfaced titled, Who's Gonna Tell 10-Year-Old Sabrina That She's Featured on Taylor's New Album?
Haha, yeah, amazing.
This really brings home the astonishing full-circle journey, from covering Taylor's songs as a kid to collaborating with her on such a massive scale, specifically on the deluxe version of the Tortured Poets Department album. It's like the definition of a dream come true for an artist.
What's genuinely fascinating here is that this connection isn't merely personal. It's had monumental professional implications.
Well, for sure.
Opening for Taylor Swift on a tour of that magnitude, performing to stadiums packed with tens of thousands of dedicated fans every night, that is an undeniable career boost, an immense validation.
Huge exposure.
It exposed Sabrina to a wider, truly global audience of incredibly devoted fans, an audience it might have taken her years, maybe even a decade, to cultivate on her own.
Right.
And the subsequent collaboration on Swift's new album further solidified her position, not just as an opener, but as a respected peer. It really exemplifies how mutual admiration and these high-profile professional relationships can profoundly shape an artist's trajectory, propelling them into new spheres of influence and visibility at an accelerated pace.
It makes you wonder, doesn't it? What are the broader implications of such high-profile collaborations for emerging artists? How does it impact their exposure, their perception by the industry, by fans, maybe even their creative direction?
It's a double-edged sword sometimes.
Maybe. While it's clearly a massive accelerant to a career, offering validation few other platforms can, does opening for someone like Taylor Swift, with such an incredibly devoted fan base, ever risk an artist being seen mainly as Taylor Swift's opener rather than a standalone star?
That's a fair question. It's a delicate balance.
And Sabrina has clearly navigated it with incredible grace. But while fame brings these incredible opportunities and unparalleled exposure, it also comes with immense challenges and intense public scrutiny,
Oh, totally.
something Sabrina has bravely and poignantly addressed in her music.
This is perhaps one of the most poignant, vital, and truly raw aspects of Sabrina Carpenter's recent work, where she directly and unflinchingly addresses the darker, more brutal side of public life in the digital age.
Yeah, this part is tough.
Her song, Because I Like the Boy, from the official video source, is just this raw and unflinching confrontation of public judgment, intense scrutiny, and the horrifying reality of online harassment.
It's incredibly powerful, almost confessional. She lays bare the vitriol she received, singing lines that are just impossible to ignore. Now I'm a home wrecker. I'm an S. I got death threats filling up semi-trucks. Tell me who I am, guess I don't have a choice. All because I liked a boy.
It's brutal honesty.
The lyrics explicitly detail the brutal public labeling, the sheer scale of the harassment she endured. It paints such a stark picture of the negative attention she received for what was essentially a private romantic choice. And the heartbreaking, truly vital detail at the end of the song, which I think often gets overlooked, is that line, when everything went down, we'd already broken up.
Right. That context is crucial.
It totally changes things. This isn't about a current relationship or some betrayal. It's about the lingering, deeply damaging fallout from a past one, magnified and distorted by public perception.
This song provides such a stark, almost chilling contrast to the playful confidence and innocent infatuation we talked about in her other tracks.
Completely different world.
It reveals the harsh realities of fame in the digital age, where personal lives become public fodder, instantly weaponized, leading to intense criticism, dehumanizing labels, even tangible threats.
Scary stuff.
It truly highlights the immense psychological burden of living under constant public judgment, having your entire digital footprint, from childhood dance videos to social media posts, scrutinized, misconstrued, weaponized, often based on incomplete or just plain fabricated narratives. It's not just public opinion, it's this pervasive, often aggressive attempt to define her identity without her consent. And the fact that she chose to process and express this traumatic experience through her art rather than retreat, that's a profound testament to her resilience and her commitment to authenticity.
It truly is. And this raises incredibly important questions for us, the listeners, right? About the nature of celebrity and our own role in this whole digital ecosystem.
Like parasocial relationships.
Exactly. Those intense, one-sided emotional bonds fans form with public figures, often fueled by constant online access, the illusion of intimacy.
Yeah, it feels like you know them.
Right. And when a fan feels they know a celebrity intimately, any perceived deviation from their imagined persona can lead to this profound sense of betrayal, which can escalate into the kind of aggressive online harassment Sabrina described.
It's a dangerous dynamic.
It is. It's a profound reminder of the blurred lines between public persona and private individual in the digital age, and the immense psychological burden that places on artists. Because I Liked a Boy isn't just a song. It's a powerful, necessary reminder of the human behind the headlines.
Absolutely.
The individual who has to cope with and bravely reclaim their narrative in an environment that often seeks to define and constrain them. It's a truly profound statement on the often hidden cost of celebrity.
So if we really try to connect all these threads, stepping back to look at the bigger picture, what becomes profoundly clear when we examine Sabrina Carpenter's entire career arc isn't just her individual talent in various fields, acting, singing.
Right.
It's the seamless, synergistic way she moves between them. It's not a fragmented career. It's this cohesive, remarkably well-integrated tapestry woven from diverse talents, each one enriching the other.
Exactly. You can see how each part feeds the other, creating this truly multidimensional artist. Her early acting roles, like the emotional depth she brought to Maya Hart, navigating that complex teenage angst, or the rapid-fire comedic timing and adventures in babysitting, or even that unexpected, raw, dramatic weight of the young victim scene.
Yeah, the reins.
These weren't just separate jobs, they were crucial training grounds. They built her ability to convey nuanced emotion, to command a scene, to embody distinct personas. And she channels all that effortlessly and powerfully into her music now.
You really see it.
And then you put that next to the pure pop joy of Espresso, coupled with the raw, gut-wrenching vulnerability of Because I Liked a Boy. Her acting background doesn't just inform her singing, it makes her a master of vocal performance.
That's a great way to put it.
It allows her to deliver those emotions with profound authenticity and impact, whether it's through a perfectly timed facial expression in a music video or the subtle, heartbreaking inflections in her voice during a live performance.
That's it precisely. Consider the nuanced emotional control she displayed as Maya Hart, where, like, a single glance could convey defiance or vulnerability, or the raw anguish of her young victim role. You can see that same mastery of subtle emotional shifts in the way she delivers a playful, knowing wink with a lyric in Nonsense, or how her voice trembles with genuine pain and rage in Because I Liked a Boy. It makes a listener not just hear, but feel the weight of her words.
Totally.
And her Broadway experience, too, that instilled a consistency and stamina crucial for a live performance, ensuring that every show, every lyric, is delivered with precision and conviction.
Right.
This versatility isn't just about being good at different things. It's about each discipline profoundly enriching the others, creating an artist whose every public appearance, whether on screen or on stage, is a compelling, fully realized performance. #, be the lyrical storyteller.
Here's where it gets really interesting. Perhaps one of the most underrated aspects of her artistry, I think.
Okay.
Beyond her performance versatility, Sabrina Carpenter truly excels as a lyrical storyteller. She has this remarkable, almost innate ability to craft vivid narratives and evoke specific, often complex feelings through her words, whether it's the lightheartedness of playful flirtation, the deep ache of profound heartbreak, or the simmering energy of defiant anger. She doesn't just sing, she paints pictures with her words.
She does, and she adopts these distinct, authentic voices in her songs that serve those narratives with incredible precision.
Like what kind of voices?
Well, think about the innocent crush in Can't Blame a Girl for Trying, right?
Yeah.
Sweet, relatable, utterly charming in its youthful vulnerability. Then you have the cheeky, undeniable confidence in Espresso, where every line just drips with flirtatious charm and a knowing swagger. It makes you feel her magnetic pull.
Totally.
On the flip side, there's the emotional turmoil laid bare in Because I Liked a Boy, which is raw, almost journalistic in its portrayal of pain, public scrutiny, injustice. And finally, the dark, almost unsettling humor of Taste, which shows her willingness to explore edgier, more complex, maybe even uncomfortable emotions with a distinctive, often surprising twist. Each song is like a miniature emotional journey she takes you on.
The way she uses words to paint such vivid pictures, drawing you completely into her world, whether her world is sweet, saucy, scathing, or vulnerable, that's truly a hallmark of her artistry. She's not just singing catchy melodies. She's inviting you into a specific, meticulously crafted emotional landscape with each track. And that makes her work incredibly resonant and deeply relatable to a diverse audience who see their own experiences reflected, sometimes humorously, sometimes painfully. It's a powerful, intimate connection she builds through her carefully chosen words and narrative arcs. #, see audience connection and digital engagement.
And that profound connection with her audience is deeply intertwined with her innate understanding and, frankly, mastery of digital engagement, especially platforms like TikTok.
Right back to TikTok.
These platforms have played this pivotal, almost full-circle role in shaping her modern celebrity and fan interaction. From that initial Just Dance Kids video resurfacing to how her current music trends and organically connects with new global audiences.
It truly is a full circle moment, isn't it? The very platform that unearthed her childhood performance, turning it into this viral sensation, has now become a major, undeniable vehicle for her current success and fan engagement.
It's fascinating.
The TikTok comments section itself serves as this direct, fascinating insight into audience surprise, genuine engagement, even collective memory. Like that comment, I remember this dance being a lot more intense when I was 4, showing the shared intergenerational experience of growing up alongside her in a way.
Yeah.
It's not just about her pushing content out. It's this dynamic two-way street of interaction, discovery, shared cultural moments. Fans aren't just passive consumers. They feel like active participants in her ongoing narrative.
Precisely. And Sabrina Carpenter's own profound self-awareness, evident in moments like the humorous, self-deprecating outro on Nonsense,
Yeah.
or her remarkable willingness to share vulnerable, deeply personal and painful moments in Because I Liked a Boy, that actively fosters a deeper, more authentic, and more enduring connection with her audience. She understands the digital landscape, not just as a promotional tool, but as a space for genuine, albeit curated, connection. This willingness to be seen both in her polished pop star moments and her raw human experiences of joy, anxiety, pain. is fundamental to her enduring appeal and her ability to build such a devoted, empathetic fan base in the digital age.
Yeah.
It's about building a relationship, not just accumulating numbers.
And she does that with remarkable skill, transparency, and this compelling blend of humor and vulnerability. Hashtag tag outro. So as we wrap up this deep dive into Sabrina Carpenter's extraordinary career, we've traced her incredible evolution. From an 11-year-old dancing in a video game whose talent was, already shining through, to a versatile actress mastering emotional range, and now, undeniably, a global pop sensation who commands the charts and the stage. Her journey truly highlights the power of consistent self-expression, adaptability, and, well, unwavering authenticity in the ever-changing, often unforgiving landscape of entertainment.
Indeed. Her career is a powerful testament to embracing every single aspect of one's journey, even the seemingly casual or awkward parts that feel like a forgotten digital footprint from childhood.
Right.
Knowledge is most valuable when understood and applied. Right. And her story exemplifies how those early experiences, the cultivation of diverse talents across various mediums, and a brave willingness to confront intense personal challenges publicly can all coalesce into this compelling, impactful, and profoundly resonant artistic identity.
Yeah.
She's not just a pop star. She's kind of a masterclass in self-discovery and resilience.
It's been an absolute pleasure unpacking her incredible trajectory and all the fascinating nuances of her artistry.
Likewise. Really interesting stuff.
And for you, our listener, we want to leave you with a thought to consider as you go about your day. Considering Sabrina Carpenter's trajectory from that child dancer whose digital footprint is now a viral sensation, to an artist who bravely addresses intense public scrutiny and online harassment in her music. What does her story tell us about the fundamental nature of celebrity and the process of self-discovery in this hyper-connected digital age?
Big questions.
Right. How might our own early digital breadcrumbs influence our future narratives? And perhaps even more critically, what responsibility do we as consumers and members of online communities truly have when engaging with the public personas and private lives of others?
It's definitely something to chew on.
It's a lot to think about, and we encourage you to continue your own deep dives into these fascinating and increasingly relevant questions.